it visible? Yes, ma'am. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, students. Now, today, students, we are going to discuss how to prepare for MBA and MCA CET exam. Okay. Now, before starting that, I just wanted to share the eligibility criteria for all of you. Those are looking for MCA or MBA. So remember one thing: the nationality of candidate should be Indian. Okay. Now, for MBA, any graduate is eligible to do the MBA course. Okay. But for MCA, the restrictions are there. They should have a 10+2 level maths, or if they don't have mathematics subject in their 10+2 level, either there should be a mathematics subject at graduation level, either in first semester, second, or in the second year also. Fine. So this is the basic eligibility criteria. And again, for open category students, this is common for both the courses. For open category students, minimum percentage, it should be 50% in for open category and 45% in case of backward class categories. Okay, this is for the graduation students. Okay, either you did MBCA, BSc, or any graduation. Fine. Okay, so 45% is for backward class categories and also for disabled students. Fine. Again, remember students, non-zero positive score is the student who is having the non-zero positive score, fine, is eligible. Fine. So remember, negative score will not be considered. So minimum 1 score and maximum anything. Fine. So these are the additional inputs. And again, I just wanted to share, because once you have filled the CET form, after that process, you should prepare for two things. One, for document preparation also, those who belong to a backward class, and simultaneously you have to prepare for the CET also. So those who belong to different categories students, so remember remember these documents. These are the common list for open category and caste wise. So you should need a MCA or MBA CET qualifying examination scorecard. Again, you will need 10th mark sheet or passing certificate, 12th mark sheet, then your degree mark sheet, degree certificate. Then again you will have to submit your TC or LC, we will say living certificate. Then again you have to provide the nationality certificate and domicile also, students. By nationality, whether you are an Indian, and domicile, whether if you belong to Maharashtra, fine, then you will get all the government scholarships. Now, domicile certificate is not required in case of you belong to other states. Fine, domicile. Again, if you don't have domicile certificate, then birth certificate mentioning your nationality and birthplace is enough, student. Okay, fine. So again, those who belong to different categories, caste certificate. Fine. Now, in case of SC category, only caste certificate and validity is required, student. Okay, you can note it down. And in case of OBC categories, NT categories, okay, so even SBC category, so caste certificate, non-familiar, and validity, all three documents are must. And this should be prepared before document verification process, student. Remember. So you can just imagine that you have just 1 month in your hand to prepare this document. And if you have not applied for validity certificate, there is a website, government website, Bharti. Fine, online you can apply for the validity. Fine. Now again, students, those who belong to open category, you can prepare the EWS certificate. Okay, that is pro forma V. And again, other documents that you required, if there is a gap, educational gap, then you have to provide the gap certificate. Again, in case you are from different university, either from Nagpur, Amravati, Solapur, so you will have to submit migration certificate also. And again, definitely you will have to submit the Aadhaar card Xerox copy. Right? So any other relevant documents will also be required if needed. Right? So if anyone is having any doubt, they can ask me. Yes. Hello, students, dear students. The session should be interactive. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. If anyone is having any doubt regarding documents, so you can ask me. Now, student, yes, we will begin with our major part. Now, the structure of the exam. First, we will start with the MBA. Okay. The mode of examination for MBA or MCA, it will be your online. Okay. Now, the duration of examination for MBA is 150 minutes, student. Okay, remember, it is 150 minutes, means around 2.5 hours. Right, 2.5 hours. And total number of questions will be asked will be 200 questions. Fine. And all questions will be objective questions. Fine. There is no negative marking in MBA CET. Okay, so that you have to remember, there is no negative marking. And again, the medium of examination will be English. Fine. So remember this. How much time you have and how many questions you have to solve. Now the structure of MBA CET students, there are 4 sections based on which you will have questions. So first section is logical. Okay, the first section is logical reasoning. Fine. Now the number of questions that will be based on logical reasoning will be 75 students, and each question will carry 1 mark only. Fine. So that you have to remember. Now, see students, I'm going to tell you there are so many categories of questions on logical reasoning. Fine. So you will have to prepare each category. For example, there will be a question on clocks. There will be a question on directions. There will be a question on the combination of alphabets, arrangement of those alphabets. Then you will have a questions or we can say relationship. Fine. There you have to apply the logic. Fine. So here your brain will work. So logical reasoning questions, 75 questions will be there. Now next is abstract reasoning, student. Okay. Abstract reasoning, again, here you will be given multiple diagrams. Okay, 4 or 5 diagrams will be given, and you will have to identify the pattern. Remember, students, whenever we talk about the logical or abstract reasoning, okay, these questions will be asked to measure how quickly and accurately you can think. This is not about the calculation, but this is about your thinking power. Okay, so how accurately you can think. And this test may have the questions those based on figures and diagrams, and also questions on verbal reasoning also, students. Okay, so you have to prepare for different types of categories. Okay, now next is student quantitative aptitude. Okay, yeah, next is verbal usage and reading comprehension. Okay, we will call it as a VARC, verbal usage and reading comprehension. Again, the number of questions will be asked are 50. Okay, right. So the questions will be asked. Again, this section will include student passages with questions based on their contents. Again, this is to test your comprehension. Fine, your English knowledge, fine, your grammar, your ability would be tested through questions on grammar, vocabulary, sentence completion, synonyms, antonyms, fine, then comprehensions of passages, etc. So this section will definitely test your comprehension. Fine. Again, the passages may have the choices of appropriate words, phrases, expressions, and different language skills also. Now the last section is quantitative ability. Now the number of questions will be 50. So, how fast and accurate you can work with numbers. And here, students, remember, we have to know about the tricks, mathematical tricks. Because see, we can solve the problem, but if you are solving any problem in 5 minutes, then it's of no use. Why? Because you have to solve within. You have see 150 minutes and you have 200 questions. So you can calculate. So within within 30 seconds or 1 minute, 30 or 40 seconds, you have to solve one question. Right? So you should know about the different mathematical tricks and that you have to learn. Even for simple multiplication, for division, you should know the simple tricks. Right? So here you have to do the numerical calculations. You have to understand various arithmetic problems like the problems on ratio and proportion, percentage, right? And again, student, this section measure your power of quantitative reasoning. The questions will be asked on the interpretation of tables also. Okay, common graphs will be given, tables will be given, charts will be given, and based on those data, you will have a questions. So this is about the MBA syllabus or MBA CET syllabus. Now next is students the structure of MBA CET syllabus. Okay, this is very important because I have written there the note. Each correct answer will carry 2 marks.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, excuse me.
Sorry to interrupt you, but your first slide is visible. Still, your first slide is visible.
Oh.
I'm not able to see your next slide. Means you are going to next, but slide is not visible.
Okay. This is happening for all of you?
Yeah,
ma'am.
Is it clear? Is it right?
Okay. So 1 minute, I will share it again. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, can you see the PPT now?
Yes, ma'am. Now it is visible. Yes.
Yeah, I'm navigating through different slides. So, okay, fine. So you were able to see only this first slide, preparation of MBA and MCA.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, extremely sorry, and yeah, please inform me in advance. Okay, fine. Yes. So this was the eligibility criteria slide. Next was the documents required, and here this was the MBA CET structure. And logical reasoning, 75 questions are there. Abstract reasoning, 25 questions are there. Verbal usage and reading comprehension, 50 questions are there. And quantitative ability, 50 questions are there. Okay. Now I am going for the MCA CET. Is it visible? Please confirm.
Yeah, it's visible. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Now it is visible.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah. And so now, say students, the major difference for the preparation between MBA and MCA CET. Remember always in MCA CET there is a negative marking. Okay. So unnecessarily you don't have to pick all the answers. Fine, because it will increase your negative score instead of positive score. Okay. So always try to solve those questions for which you are sure these are the correct answers. Okay, so try to attempt those questions first and then focus on the remaining questions. Because see students, in this MCA syllabus, there will be a question from computer concepts also. Right? So remember each correct answer will carry 2 marks. Here in MBA CET, each question carries 1 mark, but in MCA CET, each question will carry 2 marks, right? So there are 4 sections again: mathematics and statistics, logical abstract reasoning, same like MBA, and again English comprehension and verbal ability like MBA. And here the additional part is computer concepts, right? So now, if we talk about the mathematics and statistics students, here there are categories of problems will be asked students. There will be a 30 questions, fine. So each question carry 2 marks. So 60 marks, this section is having total 60 marks. Now students, in mathematics and statistics, you have algebra, you have coordinate geometry, differential equations, then trigonometry. You will have a question based on probability and statistics and arithmetic. Okay, and basic state theory. if you have learned, because this is the all the syllabus of 10th and 12th students. Okay, you can bring any mathematics book from 10th student or 12th student. You will get all these topics in it, right? So if you have anyone in 10th or 12th, you can bring their book also, right? So these are the topics which are covered in 10th and 12th standard. And so again, the problems will be based on your triangles, quadrilaterals, area and circumference, how to calculate those areas and cubes, spheres, cylinders and cones, etc. Students. Fine. And now same like the English, logical and abstract reasoning, same for English comprehension. Okay. Now again computer concepts. Coming to the computer concept students, there are different topics are given in the syllabus. Go through the syllabus properly. Okay. Read the syllabus properly, those who are preparing for the MCA CET, because you have to plan your preparation topic wise. Suppose I am starting from today, then you have to start with, suppose you are starting with the mathematics and statistics section, then you have to go for suppose algebraic problems. So fundamental operations in algebra, then how to do the factorization, how to do the geometric and harmonic progression, then binomial theorems, permutations and combinations that you have to learn. So at least try to do minimum 5 questions on each topic. Subtopics, sorry, students. Suppose there is algebra topic under mathematics and statistics section. So in algebra, there are suppose fundamental operations in algebra or probability, permutations and combinations. Right? So try to solve minimum 5 questions for each pattern. Okay. So you have to plan this preparation accordingly, students. And those who have not yet started the preparation, students, so start it immediately. Okay. The special instruction for MCA CET preparation students, right? Because we have to learn mathematics as well as computer concepts also. Now, see, if we talk about the computer concepts, there are the various topics are given students, like data representation is there, right? You might have learned in your graduation the binary arithmetic calculation, how to represent the floating point, then how to represent in Venn diagrams, truth tables, Boolean algebra, fine. So these students, being a BCA or BCA student, you can cover your marks in this section, computer concepts. Okay, fine. So whenever you start your test, fine. So don't waste your time immediately in solving the critical examples like quantitative aptitude or English comprehension. Try to, at first you can try for the computer concepts question, because this section may help you to improve or increase your marks, right? So different topics are given students like computer CO subject, okay, computer architecture, or you may have in your graduation, right? Digital logic, what is the computer, what are the computer, what is the block structure of computers, then how the communication between processor, CPU and input-output devices, what are the interrupts, that the questions will be based on these topics. Then operating system basics, right? Fundamentals of data and file structures. Okay, so see students, these are the some computer concept topics. Okay, so you have to prepare accordingly. Now again there is a negative mark. So remember, each wrong answer will carry 0.5 negative marks. Right? So that you have to remember. Now students, yes, whenever you will prepare for either for MBA CET or MCA CET. Okay, so these are the subtopics comes under the mathematical part. Okay, because you all are aware about the computer topics, but whenever we talk about the mathematics part, so analytical and logical reasoning. So arrangement of games, fine, direction problems, then blood relation, fine. The questions will be like this: if it is mother or the sister of sister, then what will be the relation between? Then critical syllogism, coding decoding students, fine. Suppose if you have given the name Kirti and if Kirti is coded like this, then what will be coded like Komal, fine. So in this way, student, data sufficiency will be given the data interpretation problems. Fine. Coded inequality and series, number series will be given, student. Fine. So these are the various categories based on which you will have questions, students. Fine. So don't think like that 60 questions will be asked on simple directions or blood relations. Fine. So each question will be different, student. So two questions or maybe three questions from different categories. If we talk about the abstract reasoning, series, identify the odd one out, analysis, fine. And remember, students, that you have to decide if you are getting more time in solving any example, so then switch on another topic. Fine, I told you, if you are preparing for the MCS, then switch on to the last section, that computer concept section. Okay, verbal ability. Fine, even suppose your vocabulary is strong, then how you can do the synonyms, antonyms, those questions where you can spend minimum time. Okay, so solve such type of questions initially. Okay, and solve those questions in the last where you require more time. And so you should have to be very smart while solving the online exams. Okay, and do the mock CET practice, multiple mock CET. So online various websites are given where you can go and try to give the mock CETs. Fine. In verbal ability, yes, grammar, para jumbos, para completion. These are the various subtopics, students. In quantitative ability also. Yes, I'm going to give you some tips. Fine. So these are the subtopics. Yes, student tips to solve abstract and logical reasoning questions. Okay, remember always, never ever attempt abstract reasoning questions in the beginning of the exam. That we have to remember because it takes lot time, students. Fine, I told you. Fine, wherever you require a minimum time, try to attempt those questions. Fine, because now, suppose second point, while solving coding decoding questions, always write all the alphabets with numbers on one page. Okay, students, whenever you will log in, you will get a sufficient time. You will get a blank page at the CET center. Fine. You will have to carry one pen only. Okay. You can solve in rough work. But before that, what you have to do? Before starting the exam, just write down the things on that pages. For example, say student, I have written here. Suppose if you are solving the coding decoding questions, so first thing that you have to write down like this. See here. ABCD, write down this. You can make a partition here. 26 alphabets are there, 13 partitions you can make. Okay, 13 number partitions you can make. And immediately below that, just write down their positions. Fine. A, what is the position of A1? What is the position of B2? Fine. So whenever you will have a question, so immediately you can analyze from this. Fine. So before starting the exam, write down that in paper or paper. That paper will be provided by CET center. Okay, you don't have to carry the paper. You just have to carry the pen. Fine. So that you have to remember. Okay, what is the logic behind? See, students, I can conduct the sessions on these different topics because for each topic, minimum we require a 1.5 hours. Okay, what are the tricks to solve each topic? Fine. So that thing you have to do here. For example, constant addition. Suppose I am writing down just 1 minute. Suppose I am writing down the Kirti, like Kirti is coded as suppose K L and J R S N T U and I J. Okay, so simple. Suppose you have to given that Kirti is coded as LJSUJ, then how the Nisha will be coded. Right? This is a simple example, but this is very simple, student, but from this ABCD, we can analyze what is the logic behind it. K, after K, there is a L. So means what is given, what logic is applied here, +1. Means we have to move +1. So K, after K, there is L. So L L is there. I. After I, there is a J. After R, there is a S. After T, there is U. Fine. After I, again J. Fine. So simple plus one logic is applied here. That you have to write out. Okay. Sometimes minus one logic may be applied. Fine. So K, if there is a K, there will be a J. If there is a I, there will be a H. So minus one logic can be there, or plus two logic can be there. Fine. There is implementation using plus two or plus three or minus two, minus three. That logic you have to find out here. Okay. Other tip student? What we can say, the reverse position. Okay, this is the forward ascending position. Most of the time, reverse position, the questions may be asked on reverse position. For example, students, what is the reverse position of B? What is the reverse position? Now you know the position of B is 2, but what is the reverse position of 2? So always remember, whenever we want to calculate the reverse position of any alphabet, so simply just subtract that position from 27. Okay, don't subtract from 26. You will have a question that, ma'am, there are the total alphabets 26. Then why we are subtracting from 27? Okay, but we are performing subtraction to them. So always remember, see here, 27 minus 2. Suppose position of B is equals to, fine? So 25. Now you can see here, if you go reverse, this B is at the position 25 because A will be 26. Right? So in this way, you can quickly find out the reverse position. For example, find out the reverse position of suppose E. So simple 27 minus, what is the position of E? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so simply subtract just 5. You will immediately get 22. So this is so sometimes students, that calculation you have to perform. So each problem will have a different logic. There will be a multiple examples on coding and decoding. But remember, each problem will have a different pattern. Each problem will have a different logic. Okay, sometimes ascending order, sometimes descending order. Even sometimes students, there can be a questions like in exchange. I will share a few questions like this. See student, if Manish is coded as like this, then Ramani will be coded as what? Right? So in this pair of letters, in this pairs, the letters are only interchanged. Okay, letters are see here, NA is there, then AM, you can see AM, NI is there, IN is there, SH is there, HS is there. They have just exchanged the two alphabets. Okay, so each and every problem will have a different pattern, different logic. So that you have to understand. Now see, you can see this example number 2. In a certain code, complete is written as like this. Okay, so simple logic is there. C after C, D, O, P. So simple plus one logic is here. Okay, so simple plus one logic is there. Right? So, but again, not only plus one logic. See here, M. After an N, P. After P, Q, L. No student here. C, U. There is a logic different. First four alphabets are following the plus one logic. Okay? But the last, those four letters are following the minus logic. See here. L. Before L, there is a K. Before E, there is a T. Okay? Before T, there is a S. So reverse logic is there. So each question is having reverse different pattern. Student, please give me 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. Sorry for the inconvenience. Yeah. Am I audible and the presentation is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay.
Ma'am.
Are you getting student? Because see, it's a one way. Because I need some input from you also. If you are not able to understand, you can ask me. I can repeat. Because this is just a one category I am discussing. Coding, decoding. There are various categories you have to learn, right? And not only learn, you have to find out some tips and tricks to solve. Okay, no two questions will be same. Remember always. Okay, so this is simple coding and decoding. In this way, you have to identify the pattern, students. Fine, and once you do the practice, then you don't worry. Fine. Yes. So we'll go back. Yeah, yeah. I was just discussing about the tips to solve. Right? So I told you about the coding, decoding. Again, blood relationships and directions. Always solve these questions with the help of diagram, students. Right? Don't just think in your mind. Always draw the diagrams whenever you will have to solve the blood relationship and directions questions. Right? Suppose east direction, north direction. Right? So many times many students have the confusion between directions also. Okay, even blood relationship. Fine. And next is syllogism or Venn diagram. Whenever there will be the questions on Venn diagram, okay. So always try to draw it with circles. Okay, I will just yeah. Even students information based questions will be asked. Can you yes, please, student here. Fine. Now the question is like given statements are given. Some ships are boats. All boats are submarines. Submarines are yachts. And what is the conclusion? We will be given statements and conclusion. So based on this, some ships are boats. Okay. All boats are submarines, and some submarines are yachts. Fine. So some yachts are boats. Some submarines are boats. Some submarines are ships. Some yachts are ships. Fine. So what is the conclusion? What is the correct answer? All follow? Only 2 and 3 follow? Only 3 follows or only 4 follows? Fine. So don't just imagine. Try to draw immediately the circles. Okay. So what is given, students, here? Fine. What is given? You can see here all boats are submarines. Fine, all boats are submarines. So you will draw a circle first, a big circle, fine, and again inside that circle draw boats because all boats are submarines. Fine, so the umbrella is your submarine. Okay. Under this umbrella, there are ships, boats, or yachts. Fine. So now you can see here all boats are submarines. Now some ships are boats. Some ships are boats. So you can draw this. Some ships are boats. So in this way, we will draw the circle. Okay. Now what is given again? Some submarines are yachts. Fine. So here you don't have to cross the circle with ships and boats. Some submarines are yachts. So here you will have. So submarines are boats and some submarines are ships. So what will be the correct answer? Second option. Okay. Only 2 and 3 follow. Only 2 and 3 follow. So in this way, students, you have to draw the diagrams. You have or circles, and with the help of these circles, you will be able to find out the correct conclusion. Okay. Now, there are some yes, student again. One category I just wanted to tell you probability because there will be a questions on probability, and I think you might have learned this in your graduation or in 12th. Right? So always remember, students, whenever we solve the questions on probability, you should know some terminology. What is event? What is sample space? Okay, fine. So what is meant by event? What is meant by experiment? What is meant by sample space? Right? Suppose I am tossing a coin. Okay, I am tossing a coin. So there are only two chances, either head or tail. So the total number of possible events are only two, either head or tail. So your possible total sample size is two. And again, at the time there will be only one event, either head or tail. So what is the formula for it, student? This is the formula. Probability of event. E means event. Probability of event is equals to number of sample space. This is S means what? Number of sample space. Okay. And number of E. Okay. Always remember number of events to be occur. So out of two, head and tail, there will be either one or two. This is the standard formula for probability, student. If you want, suppose I am rolling a dice. Okay, we play Ludo. Right? If we are rolling a dice, okay, so maximum chances it can be one, it can be two, it can be three, it can be four, it can be five, it can be six. So total possible sample space is six. So in the denominator part there will be a six. Now at the time 2 and 3 can be possible? No. So at the time any one or two output will be there. So 1/6 will be the probability in case of dice. 1/2 will be the probability in case of tossing a coin. So that you have to remember. Now simple this such type of examples will be asked. Now see there will not be a 1 point question because it will be very simple. So three unbiased coins are tossed. Okay. Now what is the probability of getting at most two heads? At the time I am tossing 3 coins, student. Fine. Now what is the probability of getting at most two heads? So out of those 3 coins, what is the probability of getting two heads? Fine. The options are given here: 3/4, 1/4, 3/8, 7/8. So now how you have to solve, student? First, 3 coins are there. Okay, 3 coins. So what are the possible combinations? All tails, 2 tail, 1 head, fourth tail, second head, third tail. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Always remember, there is no need to write down like this while solving the exam. Just how many coins are there? 3. So 3 factorial. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, actually, see, hello, yes, 9. No, actually 8. 8 combinations are total sample space. First, we have to calculate. First, total sample space. So, how many combinations are possible, students? 8 combinations are there. Okay, how many combinations are there? 8 combinations are there. Right now, what is the event? Event is given. Event of getting at most 2 heads. Fine, getting at most 2 heads. 2 heads आने चाहिए, ठीक है? तो अब यहाँ पे अगर आप देखोगे यहाँ पे तो 2 heads, ये सेट में देखो 2 heads कैसे है? पहले वाले में नहीं है 2 heads, सेकंड में भी नहीं है, थर्ड में भी नहीं है, फोर्थ में भी नहीं है. So the only 2 heads are 1, this fifth one, sixth one, seventh one and 8 वाला भी नहीं हो सकता क्योंकि उन्होंने at most बोला है. Maximum 2 heads can be there. At least नहीं बोला है. So only here, what are the combination? What is the probability of getting at most 2 heads? So the event is of getting at most 2 heads. Fine. So here 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, one minute, students. Here there should be the answer 3/8 only. There should be the answer 3/8. Because see what they have asked, what is the probability of getting at most 2 heads? Fine. So at most 2 heads means these are all tails. So this is not correct. So this is also not correct. This is also not correct. So only answer is this. Fine. So the answer will be 3/8 only. Okay. So that you have to calculate first. First you have to calculate the total sample. Means how many combinations can be there? How many combinations can be there? Because 3 coins are tossed at a time. Okay, 3 coins are tossed. So total sample space will be 8 possible combination and then 2 heads means only 3. So the answer will be 3/8. Serious. Okay. So such type of probability questions will be asked and you should know the main terms that what is experiment or what is event, what is sample state.
बसायचं असेल तर बसू
Even
शकता.
students, some few tricks that you have to remember or formulas. If there is a circular queue, you may have a question that 4 students are sitting in a are sitting in a circle or sitting on a dining table. Then always remember the formula n minus 1. Means suppose 4 people are there. Then how many combinations will be there? 4 minus 1. So 3 factorial. Okay, so that you have to always remember. In case of circular table, fine. So there will be always n minus 1. Okay, and you might have learned about the combinations formula and the permutations, NPR, NCR. Okay, so if you don't know, students, try to learn those formulas. Okay, so make a chart for which thing, what formulas we have to use. Fine. So because in quantitative sections, you will have to remember the formulas also. Hmm. Yeah, same student. Suppose dice, there is a question of probability on dice. What is the probability of getting a sum 9? Okay. What is the event? Getting a sum 9 from 2 throws of a dice. Fine. जब भी हम dice roll करते हैं, 2 dice at a time we are throwing. ठीक है, तो 2 dice में क्या, दोनों में 1-1 आ सकता है, दोनों में 2-2 आ सकता है, एक में 2, दूसरे में 3. लेकिन हमें इवेंट क्या चेक करना है? The sum should be 9. ओके, मतलब क्या होगा? 9 कौन से केस में आएगा? अगेन कॉम्बिनेशन कर लो. अब देखो स्टूडेंट, हियर तो टोटल थ्रोज विल बी योर. कितने डायस हम लोग ये कर रहे हैं? हियर 6 into 6, so 36. Okay, 6 into 6, 36 will be there. Fine. Here. Now, what is the event? Event of getting the sum as 9. So 3, 6, 3 plus 6, 9. Again 6, 3 can be also, because in first dice there will be a 3, in second dice there will be a 6. Again in first dice there will be a 4, 6, 5, second dice 5, 4. So only 4 combinations are possible. So what will be your answer? 4 by 36. That is meant by 1 by 9. Okay, that will be 1 by 9. Okay, so that you have to remember, students. Yeah, yes. So yeah, here also there should be a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think 1 is missing. There should be a 9 because yes, 3 coins are tossed. So 3 into 3, 9 should be there. Yes, correct. Yes, students. Now some tricks to solve the quantitative aptitude. Okay. Now whenever you will solve the quantitative aptitude, remember, students, that the most important topic in quantitative aptitude is percentage. Okay, and many of us don't know how to calculate the percentage. Even most of the time, while calculating our marks or our percentage in our semester, we find the difficulty. Okay, so you should know the formulas for percentage. Then again, profit and loss. Okay, again interest, how to calculate the interest, how to calculate the profit, how to calculate the loss. Right? Data interpretation problems are there. Now, student here, no, actually, yes. Avoid using pen and paper to solve quantitative section questions. Why? Because most of the time there will be a formula, or you can use pen and paper, fine, but unnecessarily don't waste time. Okay, fine. Here, because mental calculation is very important. Percentage. Suppose I am saying what is the 20% of 100. Okay, so immediately you should know what is the 5% of 50. Okay, what is the 2% of 25? So immediately, it's the mental calculation you should have to do. Same solving method, data interpretation also. Fine. There is no need to write down or calculate each thing on your paper. Right? And again, yes, every time I will guide you that practice, practice, and practice. Yes, because maths without practice, it's not. You will be able to solve the answers, but the question which requires to be solved in 30 seconds, you may require the 5 minutes or 2 minutes. Okay, fine. Okay, now yes, learn some online. So many tricks are available, students. Fine. Some quantitative examples I have given here. Suppose in 2014, the total number of employees in a company was 2,600. Next year, it increased by 23%. What would be the number of employees in 2015? Okay. Yes. Can anyone give me the answer? Hello. Can anyone give me the answer? In 2014, the total number of employees in a company was 2,600. Now it is increased by 23% in 2015. So what will be the answer? Hello, is there anyone? Hello, students.
B2943.
Hello. May I know your name?
Sohail Sheikh.
Why 2943? How did you calculate? Because 23% of 2,600 is 598. 2009. Yes. C is the correct answer. C is the correct answer. Why? Because the 23% of 2,600 is your 598. Again, student calculators are not allowed in exam. So this should be the mental calculation. Fine. What is the 23% of 2600? So simple. You should know how we calculate the percent. Right? So the answer is 3198. Right? So the second question, the difference between 49% of a number and 14% of the same number is 8920. What would be the 70% of that number? So student, I just wanted to share that such type of questions will be asked where you have to do the mental calculation, because calculators are not allowed. You should know the formula, okay, or you should have some mental ability to solve it, right? Now, students, how to solve VARC section, okay, vocabulary and reading comprehension section. Now, whenever you read any passage, okay, so make a focus plan, student. Find how much time you have to give for reading. Okay, now again, whenever you read any passage, just you can remember the key points, fine. And if you have enough time, try to read it twice. Okay, fine. Because first time, whenever you read, try to get the key points in your mind. So that's why make a focus plan. And one trick I just wanted to give you, whenever you solve the passages, read the questions first. Okay? Because if you read the passage first and then you will read the question, then again you have to revise, again you have to go to the passage again. So instead of that, what you can do, first read out the questions, what questions are asked. Okay, then refer that passage. So immediately you can find out the answers. Whenever you will find out the link about any question, then immediately you can mark the answer. And so that reverse engineering that you have to do. Okay, again, please just try to focus on your vocabulary. Okay, try to learn minimum 5 words every day. Okay, try to learn minimum 5 words every day. New words. Okay, fine. Because you will have a synonyms and antonyms questions. Okay, and again, reading is very necessary, student. Fine. So whenever you will read, you will solve this VRC section. Be focused. Okay, fine. Yeah, some of the study material, student, I just wanted to share R.S. Agrawal books. If you have R.S. Agrawal books for different topics, okay, they have given the tricks to solve, how to solve the questions, quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning, abstract reasoning, okay. So if you have a R.S. Agrawal book in your library, college library, then issue those books, fine. Otherwise, this is the best website, okay. I'm just going to share that website right now. Where do you have to go? This is the best website where you can do the practice. again you have give online test also. There are 20 minutes test. Okay, fine. Within that 20 minutes, and for example, within 20 minutes, initially you will be able to solve only 5 questions, but make it practice that in every week or in every after 2-3 days, you will have to give that test, online test. Okay, I just wanted to just 1 minute. And please let me know whether it is visible. Komal ma'am, how much time I have? Just can I continue?
Yes, ma'am, you can continue.
Yeah, I will, student, I will continue for just 5 to 10 minutes. I will take your 10 minutes more. 1 minute. Yeah. Students, can you see this indiavix.com? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay. I must say that you most of you are already doing the practice on this website. Okay, fine. So here you can go to the aptitude section, logical section, verbal section. Here you can give the online test also. Fine. Okay, even student for placement papers also, you can just go through the interview questions, or some online placement papers are also available here. Okay, so you can go through these sections, see your aptitude number series questions are there, fine, verbal reasoning questions are there, statements and conclusions are there, fine, then again logical problems, letters and symbol series questions are there. See here, multiple questions are there, fine. So you can see here each and every question will have a different pattern. They have given the answers also, and they have given some formulas also. Like suppose for aptitude questions, see here the questions on profit and loss, right? So important formulas are given here. Profit and loss questions. How to calculate the selling price, what is selling price, what is cost price, how to calculate the gain, profit or loss. So per se, formulas are given. So note down each and every formula and solve respective minimum 5 to 10 problems on each topic. Okay, general questions, profit and loss, data sufficiency questions. Okay, so such questions will be asked. Even data interpretation questions are there. Here verbal reasoning student. Okay, paragraph formation is there, comprehensions are given here, and change of speech, spellings, antonyms, synonyms. So try to read minimum 5 new words, students. Okay, try to read 5 new words. If you have Oxford dictionaries, then you can learn from those dictionaries, or you can refer words from here also. Okay, and there are so many websites, but I found this is the best website. Okay, where there is no requirement to log in. You can directly access any material, right? But again, students, limit yourself, because there are n number of problems given, fine. So I try, whenever you will refer any question, try to identify the pattern, how they have solved. Okay, fine. So on each topic you can solve 5 to 10 questions. So different sections are here. Verbal reasoning are given here. Fine. Logical reasoning is given here. Okay. Then your aptitude, quantitative aptitude is given here. Then problems on clock, problems on number, ratio and proportion. Fine. So just match your syllabus with this. Okay. Fine. See here, you can see the quantitative aptitude, data interpretation questions are there. See students, these are very important. Table charts, pie charts, bar charts, line charts. You will be given like this, you will be given the table. Okay, and what is the average amount of interest per year which the company has to pay during this period. So you should know how to calculate the interest or how to calculate the average. So they have the solutions are already given, but try to solve at your own first, okay, and then refer the answers. Okay, so even directions are given to solve the question. So always try to solve this. And see, student, don't try to attempt all type of questions. Okay, and even though if you are starting from now, from today, if you are preparing for the exam, then try to get some easy topics. Okay, like antonyms, synonyms is the easy topic. Computer concepts are the easy topic. Even that coding, decoding questions are very easy. Once you know the pattern that A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, fine, it will be easy. Even some those who find quantitative aptitude easy or reading, those who are having good English, fine, they can go for that reading comprehension and synonyms, verbal reasoning questions. Fine. So first know yourself. Don't run unnecessarily behind the difficult questions. Okay, and try to attempt those questions for which you know the exact answer. Fine, students. So this is the best website, and either this is online material available since you all are online now. Right? Otherwise, you can refer the R.S. Agrawal book also. Just 1 minute. If you have any difficulties, students, you can ask me. Hello.
Yes.
Do you have any questions? And if you have any questions, you can call me directly also, student. That you want to know the what are the formulas or what are the tricks to solve such type of questions. Or if you know, if you want MCQs on any particular topic, on suppose computer architecture questions, you can. This is my email ID. You can drop me an email if I did not receive your call. Or these are my contact numbers also. Student, if you have any difficulty, you can ask me. Hello? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible. Yes, student, you have any queries?
तुम्ही मराठीत पण विचारू शकता मला. मराठी, हिंदी, इंग्लिश तिन्ही भाषा येतात. If you have questions, you can ask in Hindi also. आणि स्टुडंट्स जर कोमल मॅम मला म्हणजे तुम्ही फॅकल्टी मेंबर्स पण जॉईन आहात,
Yes,
तर
ma'am.
जर स्टुडंट्सला टॉपिक वाईज किंवा 2-2, 3-3 टॉपिक्स वर ट्रिक्स आणि थोडं सेशन घ्यायचं असेल तर आय कॅन कंडक्ट द सेशन. But only in the evening because I have a college at 9 to 5.
Okay,
And
okay,
I'm
ma'am.
yes. So you can just ask students. I can conduct the sessions. ठीक आहे. जे डिफिकल्ट टॉपिक्स आहेत किंवा डेटा इंटरप्रिटेशन आहे तर त्या याच्यावर मी त्यांचे सेशन घेऊ शकते.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
मॅम आम्हाला जर असं पर्सेंटाईलच्या बाबतीत तुम्ही सांगू शकता का जर असं किती पर्सेंटाईलला क्लोज होतं किंवा ओपन होतात ऍडमिशन कुठल्या कोर्सच्या? MBA साठी. MBA साठी हे बघ मी पर्सेंटाईल पेक्षा मी तुला स्कोर वर सांगेल. ठीक आहे. इट डिपेंड्स. तिथे दरवर्षी काय होतं की कॅटेगरी वाईज तुमचे कट ऑफ हे वेगवेगळे जातात आयदर फॉर MCA और MBA. MCAचं सांगते की मागच्या वर्षी 2 वर्षाचं झाल्यापासून MCAचे कट ऑफ फार हाय जायला लागले प्रत्येक कॉलेजचे. ठीक आहे. पण अगेन कॅटेगरी आणि हे लक्षात घ्या पर्सेंटाईल जेव्हा आपण म्हणतो तर हे लक्षात घ्यायचं की आपण ग्रॅज्युएशन कुठनं करतोय तर पुणे युनिव्हर्सिटीतनं करता आहात तुम्ही. फाईन. If you are doing your graduation from Pune University, then students always remember either for MBA or MCA, there are 70% quota for Pune University students and 30% for other students other than home university. Home university म्हणजे पुणे, OHU म्हणजे other than home university. हे नेहमी लक्षात ठेवा. आता 70% पैकी तुमच्या ओपनला काही सीट्स असतात, SC कॅटेगरीला काही असतात, ST ला असतात, MT ला असतात, OBC ला असतात. हे लक्षात ठेवा. त्यावरनं मग तुमचे कट ऑफ ठरल्या जातात. ठीक आहे. त्यावरनं तुमचे कट ऑफ ठरल्या जातात. मोस्टली ओपन कॅटेगरीचे कट ऑफ नेहमी हाय जातात आणि कॅटेगरी स्टुडंटचे आहेत थोडे कमी जातात पण कॅटेगरीच्या सीटच्या कमी असतात आणि ओपनला तुम्हाला थोडी फाईट द्यावी लागते कारण ओपनचे कट ऑफ हाय जातात. कारण ऑल इंडिया लेवलच्या पण काही सीट्स असतात जे OMS कॅन्डिडेट्स वगैरे आहेत. तर हे कट ऑफ दरवर्षी चेंज होत जातात. त्यामुळे ते कट ऑफ जसं मी या वर्षी तुला म्हणेल की ओपन सपोज इफ आय एम टॉकिंग अबाउट माय कॉलेज, ठीक आहे, तर माझ्या कॉलेजचा लास्ट इयरचा सपोज ओपनचा कट ऑफ होता 60, पण नॉट नेसेसरी की यावर्षी 60, इट मे बी 70 और इट मे बी 50. त्यामुळे दरवर्षी कट ऑफ हे चेंज होत जातात. पण तुम्हाला एक एक लक्षात ठेवा की तुम्हाला जर चांगल्या कॉलेजला ऍडमिशन हवं असेल तर तुम्हाला मिनिमम आणि कॅटेगरी जर ओपन असेल तर तुम्हाला 70-80 अबव स्कोर करायलाच हवं. ठीक आहे. आणि जर कॉलेजेस सपोज कुंभा सारखे कॉलेजेस असतील तर मग तुम्हाला 100 अबव स्कोर करायला हवा CET साठी. ओके मॅम, ते लक्षात ठेवा. आणि कॅटेगरी स्टुडंटला थोडं कमी कट ऑफ जातं.
थँक्यू मॅम.
Yeah, welcome. Do anyone have any questions, other questions regarding documents or anything else?
Ma'am, actually I've joined lecture after some time and I just missed out the document section. Can you just repeat in short?
Yes. Just let me know whether the slide is visible. 1 minute. May I know your category?
Yes ma'am, open category.
Yeah, you belong to Pune, Maharashtra domicile?
Yes.
Yeah, please confirm me whether the slide is visible.
Yes ma'am, it's visible.
Okay, so for open category, you will need examination scorecard, 10th, 12th mark sheet, your graduation mark sheet, your degree certificate, your TC or LC, then nationality and domicile that you are you are an Indian and you belong to Maharashtra, right? And if you belong to EWS, means economically weaker section, right? So you will have to provide this EWS. Otherwise, the documents till 7 are enough. Okay? Yes.
Thank you.
You can take a screenshot.
Yes ma'am, good. Thank you.
Yes. Well. Even student, for open category, there are 2 scholarships are available. Open category student EBC scholarship is available, with the help of which the student will have to pay only 50% fee. And another is Punjabrao Deshmukh government scholarship. Under this पंजाबराव देशमुख, या कारण मी फक्त मास्टर्सला असते तुम्हाला इंजिनिअरिंगला किंवा मास्टर्सला पंजाबराव देशमुख स्कॉलरशिपच्या अंतर्गत ज्यांच्याकडे शेती आहे 5 एकरच्या आत, अल्पभूधारकाचा दाखला लागतो तुम्हाला, फक्त एक डॉक्युमेंट. त्याच्या अंतर्गत तुम्हाला दरवर्षी राहण्याची 30,000 खर्च हा मिळतो. हे लक्षात घ्या. यू विल गेट 30,000 एव्हरी इयर. Either you are staying in hostel or in flat or in rooms, you will get that 30,000. हे लक्षात घ्या. फक्त ज्यांच्याकडे शेती आहे 5 एकरच्या आत त्याला
मॅम ओबीसी कॅटेगरी साठी काय डॉक्युमेंट लागतं?
ओबीसी ला तुम्हाला वरचे 7 तर कॉमन आहेत, 10वी 12वी ग्रॅज्युएशन, नॅशनॅलिटी डोमेसाईल प्लस कास्ट सर्टिफिकेट, व्हॅलिडिटी आणि नॉन क्रिमिनल. नॉन क्रिमिनल रिन्यू झालेला असायला हवं. ठीक आहे. 3 वर्षाचं जे भेटतं आपल्याला, तर नॉन क्रिमिनल रिन्यू जर नसेल तर रिन्यू करून घ्या.
ओके मॅम, थँक्यू.
आणि पंजाबराव देशमुख स्कॉलरशिप ही फक्त ओपन कॅटेगरीला असते, हे लक्षात ठेवा. त्यामुळे ओपन कॅटेगरीला 2 टाईपच्या स्कॉलरशिप आहेत. इव्हन मी तर सजेस्ट करेल ज्यांची ओबीसी कॅटेगरी आहे त्यांनी जर ओपन मधनं केलं तर त्यांना 2 स्कॉलरशिप भेटू शकतात. बट अगेन द कंडिशन इज इफ यू हॅव a farm, fine?
हेलो
Yes.
मैम, अप्लाई कब करना पड़ता है पंजाब राव देशमुख को स्कॉलरशिप के लिए?
Once you get the admission, fine. So the links will be open for government scholarship, EBC, as well as for Punjab Rao Deshmukh scholarship also.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, because allotment later will be required that you have taken admission for such and such course at that particular college. Right? So the links will be opened by government. So no worries. The college will look after this.
EBC स्कॉलरशिप साठी कास्ट सर्टिफिकेट रिक्वायर्ड आहे का?
नाही, EBC ही फक्त ओपन कॅटेगरीला भेटते.
हा बट मॅम ओपन कॅटेगरीसाठी सर्टिफिकेट माझ्याकडे ऑलरेडी आहे.
ओपनला नाही, ओपनला फक्त तुला इन्कम सर्टिफिकेट लागतं, उत्पन्नाचा दाखला तुझ्या वडिलांचा आणि तुझं नॅशनॅलिटी आणि डोमेसाईल.
ओके मॅम.
ओके. Yes, student, any other questions? And all the best for your studies. And if you need any help, student, fine, you can call me in the evening also. Don't worry. You can post a message on both the numbers are on WhatsApp. Okay, fine. So you can contact me or you can email me also if you find any difficulties in studies or any other thing. Fine. Regarding documents, खूप सारे websites आहेत that I can share. Where you can apply for the validity. ठीक आहे, नॉन क्रिमिनल तुम्ही रिन्यू करून घ्या. आणि पुणे युनिव्हर्सिटीचे स्टुडंट आहात तुम्ही, गुड. अँड आय रिअली फील प्राऊड दॅट कोमल मॅम, शी इज अवर alumni student and I have taught Komal ma'am, and yeah, she was very good and bright and intelligent student. And even student, I was the alumni faculty of Sarhad College. Fine. So I was there in 2010. 2010 मध्ये मी सरहद कॉलेजला होते शिकवायला, 2009 ते 10. ठीक आहे. Then I joined the Zeal College. Fine. So yeah, it was a great time.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, students. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Thank you
students.
so much, ma'am.
Yeah.
हेलो मैम.
Yes.
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 मैम सीटी का फॉर्म भरने के लिए नॉन क्रिमिनल कंपल्सरी है क्या?
Actually, see, student, if you don't have right now non-criminal, then what you can do, you can apply from open. अभी आपके पास अगर कोई भी कास्ट के डॉक्यूमेंट नहीं है तो आप बिंदास ओपन से भरो. जैसे आपके डॉक्यूमेंट्स आ जाते हैं बाद में आप कैटेगरी में कन्वर्ट हो जाते हो. डोंट वरी. ठीक है. अगर वैलिडिटी नहीं है किसी के पास तो आप वैलिडिटी नॉट अवेलेबल करके फॉर्म कंटिन्यू कर सकते हो.
मैम मेरे पास नॉन क्रिमिनल है लेकिन उसका डेट एक्सपायर हुआ है.
नहीं, उसको रिन्यू करवा लो, लेकिन पहले तो फॉर्म भरो क्योंकि 23 लास्ट डेट है. और अभी आपका फॉर्म भले ही ओपन से गया लेकिन बाद में वो कास्ट में कन्वर्ट होता है. तो डोंट वरी अबाउट इट.
मैम कास्ट सर्टिफिकेट है ना, तो हम
हाँ, तो कास्ट सर्टिफिकेट अपलोड कर लो. कास्ट सर्टिफिकेट अपलोड कर लो, लेकिन नॉन क्रिमिनल वगैरह नहीं होगा तो समटाइम्स दे मे आस्क फॉर पेइंग द फुल फी. ठीक है. या तो नॉन वैलिडिटी नहीं है तो वो कास्ट में कंसिडर कर रहे हैं, लेकिन नॉन क्रिमिनल नहीं है तो वो ओपन में कन्वर्ट कर लेते हैं. लेकिन डोंट वरी स्टूडेंट, मैं वही बात बता रही हूँ कि अगर आपको ओपन में भी कन्वर्ट हुआ कोई इश्यू नहीं है, बाद में वो कास्ट में कन्वर्ट होता है. ये सिर्फ सीईटी के लिए, सीईटी देने के लिए फॉर्म है. आपका कोई भी डॉक्यूमेंट वेरिफिकेशन के लिए फॉर्म नहीं है. उसके लिए आपका अलग से रजिस्ट्रेशन होगा. आपको फिर से उसी वेबसाइट पे रजिस्ट्रेशन करना है. ध्यान में रखो.
ओके ठीक है. थैंक यू.
यस, वेलकम.
Yes, any other question?
I got a message from Rutuja Sonawne that ma'am, can you please take some lectures on quantitative aptitude and reasoning? Yes, Rutuja. I will discuss with your faculty members. I will discuss with Komal ma'am, right? And then definitely I will schedule lectures on quantitative aptitude.
Okay. Okay, student. I'm Assistant Professor Komal Vanshu, and I am here to present the vote of thanks for the today's lecture. I would like to thank our guest. Hello, I am audible.
Yes, Komal ma'am,
Okay.
you are audible.
Okay, I would like to thank our guest lecturer, Assistant Professor Kirti ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for guiding our students for MBA, MCA, CET exam. Ma'am explained paper pattern and evaluation process very well. Also give some tips to solve the papers. Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable time. I would like to thank our staff member for giving your time. And I would like to thank students for attending the lecture and giving the response. Okay, thank you everyone. I
Thank you,
declared
ma'am.
here.
Thank you, students, for patient listening. Yes.
Okay, thank you everyone. I declared the session is ended here. Okay. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yes, thank you once again, everyone. Should I leave, Komal ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.